This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Voice Above Water, a short documentary from Dana Frankoff, first released in 2020. It focuses on the daily life of a 90-year-old fisherman from Indonesia who balances living a healthy and active life within his community and cleaning up trash from the ocean which has washed up upon his shores. Between biographical bits of information that shed light on the world around him, he talks about his history as a fisherman and how he's witnessed the changes in the ocean and the effects that pollution has had on the waters around him, as well as what drives him to continue cleaning the waters every day, no matter how endless the task seems to be. This is another in what may appropriately be described as a sea of environmental awareness documentaries, which I seem to be getting at a regular pace nowadays. Anyways, this one is at least less directly concerned with environmentalism, choosing to put its focus more on an environmentalist, and one who has an interesting personal history already at that. There's still some attention given to the fisherman's thoughts on the treatment of the environment, of course, but for the most part it's a biographical short that looks at the man's life, his standard of living, and the world around him. It's a pretty neat and informative look at how survival comes about in a part of the world which others may consider to be third world, but is comparatively more like a rural society. In any case, it's nice to see a different part of the world for a while, especially when it's shot as well as it is in this film, which has a great deal of wide drone shots to emphasize the landscape and especially the ocean. However, for the most part, the imagery and the film's subject are pretty much the only major draws, and once the fisherman has shared his personal story, that's almost everything there is when it comes to the short. The environmentalist message is, again, one that's been told several times over, and here it's not even as creative as in other shorts I've seen. Voice Above Water is pretty slow and sluggish, both in how it tells the story of its subject and in its general pacing, with shots that almost feel like they take their time and employ slow motion footage to pad out the film a bit. It's a somewhat comforting slowness, but otherwise it's just kind of sleepy. Overall, while it tries to tell an old story in a new way, the movie isn't really able to hit that mark. It's not a bad movie, but for all intents and purposes, it's been done before. Voice Above Water, Dana Frankoff, 2020. 2.5 stars. I'd say it's still worth a watch, but don't expect to get anything new out of it. Anyways, that's it from me right now. If you like this review, hit the like button. If you didn't, then leave a comment. If you'd like more reviews, subscribe to the channel. I wish the movie showed more fishing. The old man makes it sound fun, but then they don't actually do any of it in the actual short. What a ripoff.